And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. We are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to the live stream. I am joined today with returning guest Nathan X2000.
Thank you for having me on again. It's always a pleasure being here.
Thank you for being here again. Pleasure to have you on. And of course, today's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone that's celebrating that. And today, on that subject, we are of course going to be looking at Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. So to Urososium asking if we're going to have more suffering, the answer is no. We're actually going to be having something legitimately good Star Wars related to read. Siege says hello, hello. Hello, Siege. I do, however, need to bring up a little bit of an update with the channel. I was actually just discussing this with Nathan, so I'll go ahead and tell you guys here. So yeah, I've applied once again for monetization on YouTube. I have once again been denied that. I think this is the 5th time that I've tried to reapply at this point. And I have put in an appeals video once again. At this point, I've basically gotten the appeals videos down to a mass production state, basically, where all I have to do is just update the numbers of the total videos in various categories, and they are good to go at that point. So it takes very little work on my part at this stage to just keep doing these update videos. But I have put it up for YouTube to check and try to do the appeal on. There is, however, a thing to... there is one thing I do need to mention. I'm not going to be putting... I can't provide a link quite yet, even though it's unlisted to you guys, and there's a reason for it. So I've actually got a little bit of an experiment going, and I already mentioned this with Nathan, but I'm suspicious that YouTube isn't at this point isn't even watching the appeals videos before denying the appeal. So what I've done is I've made sure that the video has absolutely 0 views. I have not even watched the unlisted video myself. And I've just copied the link from the video editor to YouTube. So if YouTube actually watches the video, I will know because it will show up as a view. If they do not watch the video, it'll still stay at 0 views. And if they deny my appeal video, even though it's at 0 views, you better believe I'm going to be doing a follow-up video and doing what I can to bring hell on YouTube for that. So we will see how this goes. If they do actually watch the video, I'll let you guys know if they do actually watch that video, but I have reason to believe that they didn't watch it last time, so I'm going to be really interested to see if it just gets denied without any views whatsoever. Anyways, let me go ahead and read some of the comments here. Austin says, Happy Turkey Day. Thank you very much. Swordsman says, Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. And chats, Austin says, can't wait for more great Star Wars comics. Ura says, YouTube is a massive bitch. YouTube will not return your money. YouTube is the mega. Yeah, Siege is fingers crossed. Zoomer Stasi says, that cover art is sus. yeah, it is actually, now that you mentioned it. Swordsman is laughing at Zoomer's comment. Yep. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the comic itself, shall we? And I will say this, if worse comes to worse, well, I've been having a look at Twitter, and the moment that Twitter Blue becomes a thing that I can actually subscribe to, I will actually do that. Because at this point, it seems like with Elon Musk taking hold of it, I have a better shot on Twitter than I do at YouTube. As strange as it may sound these days, but that's where we are. And if YouTube wants to play games, well, I can just give Twitter a go and see how that works out. I'll still, of course, be providing the video updates on YouTube. I'll still, of course, also be doing stuff on Twitter separately, so yeah, So yeah, that's something to consider. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the comment. Any comments on your part there, Nathan?
Regarding the
Just in
you
general.
being on Twitter.
Yeah, if you want to.
Um, To be honest, it wouldn't hurt to try. I mean, I think a lot more people on our side of the sphere are flocking back to Twitter ever since Musk is now in charge. So, to be honest, there's a lot more likelihood that you will be, well, getting a lot more fans from it. So, I reckon
That's
that's a very good venture.
Yep, the fact that Twitter appears to be more pro free speech right now than YouTube is another plus. And the fact that Elon Musk is actually bringing monetization to Twitter is his plan. Urus, and apparently he's actually going to make it so that, according to him, he wants to actually make it so that you get content creators on Twitter would actually get a better cut than content creators on YouTube. So if that's what's going on, that would actually be interesting. My understanding, he's basically wanting to compete with YouTube but do his own thing on Twitter. So we'll see how that goes. Uru says, "All salute Twitter, a business owned by an African. Go team diversity." Wait, diversity is not what the word means anymore. Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the comic itself. Part 5 of 6, Commencement. After discovering his friends dead at the feet of their own masters, Padawan Zane Karak is blamed for the crime, along with Griff, a small-time Snivian con artist. The two escape from planet Taurus with two Arcanian refugees, the adult inventor known only as Camper and his protector, the fierce Jarrell. Their ramshackle junk hauler, the last resort, stays barely a step ahead of Zane's masters. The Zane's frantic call to get the Jedi Order to intercede on his behalf failing, he decides to retrace the steps of his training, looking for some clue to his master's behavior. He visits the Rogue Moon, a meteor-blasted planetoid where his masters had given him and his friends their final exam. But just as he finds the wreckage of T1LB, a droid that might have some clue as to what happened, his own master Lucian finds him, and he's brought the Terrace police along. Zoomer says, my account is still perma'd after the whole co-opting of Battletech that happened. I said some things, let's just say. Well, from what I understand, Elon Musk has now done a poll, and that poll is overwhelmingly in favor of just unbanning anyone that was not committing any crimes on Twitter. So people that weren't actually doing, the death threats or doing, shall we say, typical Marxist behavior are going to get unbanned from the looks of it. So long as you haven't done stuff like that, is what I'm saying. We'll see how that plays out, and if it is the case, and that would actually be another victory for free speech, in my opinion, but yeah. Swordsman says, damn dude, what happened? My guess, well, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? You want to voice the Jedi Master Lucian? I believe that would have been your character. Or wait, was it mine? No, it was mine, I think. Or I forget who it was.
Do you want to do Lucian?
Yeah, I guess I can do Lucian. You've led us a long way, Zane. What did you expect to find here? You can't be returning to the scene of your crime. That was Taurus.
Our carrier's in hover mode, Master Lucian. But we shouldn't stick around down here. These meteor strikes are pretty thick.
Not to worry, Lieutenant. We won't be here long. The odds are with you, and the Force is with me. And neither are with you, my young friends. The exercise is over.
Okay, who's voicing who now?
I guess I'll voice the girl and you voice Zane, the Padawan. Zane is in the orange, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
What are you doing? Aren't you going to...
Jariel, Get as close to the wall as you can. And hold on to me.
Scrap-boom. Wait, what was that the Jedi Master said a few moments ago? The odds are with you. And the Force is with me.
Jesus Christ.
Do. Zoomer Stasi says, I told a funny blue and pink flag they would never be a woman. Interestingly, these days, thanks to current events, you're apparently now allowed to say that to one very specific individual who is non-binary. You're allowed to tell a particular non-binary individual who is now in prison, and in prison for good reason I might mention, that they will never be non-binary, and that they are just doing it to escape justice. Did you hear about that, Nathan?
It took me a moment to click on to what you were saying, but yeah, I heard about that.
Yes.
I don't really think that person's non-binary. I think that's just a stunt.
It's possible. There is. I actually have noticed some stuff though. I will say this. At this point, I would not actually be surprised if that individual were genuinely claiming to be non-binary. It is true that their father, the person's father, is, well, you heard how unwell the father is.
The only thing I heard about the father was the fact that he was an ex-MMA fighter turned adult actor, would be the friendly way of saying it.
Adult actor, yes. And I've actually heard rumors that he was an adult actor that, while straight, was, well, to use the phrase, gay for pay. At least from what I've heard. But apparently, someone interviewed the father, and first of all, you can tell that the guy is either stoned out of his mind or has just never been of sound mind in the first place. But apparently, he was talking about the call he got from the police. When he got the call from the police, first of all, it's important to note, this guy thought that his kid had committed suicide years ago. That's the story that he was told. Now, this was also around the time that the shooter, had a name change, or got the name legally changed. So, keep that in mind when the father apparently when the father did the interview, the father said he got the report and he said, wait, what's my son doing at a gay bar? He isn't gay, is he? And the cop says no. He says, oh, thanks goodness.
That was brilliant.
It really is like something out of a South Park episode at that point.
That man just got told that his son could have possibly shot so many people, and the first thing was, wait, what's he doing at a gay club? He gay, is he?
I mean, obviously the guy's unwell. I mean, the father. The father is obviously unwell, but that does bring my point up, though. The father thought the kid had committed suicide and was told this story right around the time the kid got a name change. Now, considering what the father thinks of gay people, it makes sense that if a person was actually identifying as non-binary, that they would probably convince the father that the individual who had gotten the name change, the kid, had committed suicide. It does actually make sense if you actually think about it, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So I'm on the field of saying it's definitely in the realm of possible. I think there's so I'm also very hesitant on the argument that the kid was some sort of MAGA supporter. There isn't really much evidence from what I've seen either way with regards to the shooter's beliefs, but I would just want to keep my eyes open, because I would not be surprised at all if some very, very interesting revelations do actually come out that
Yes.
do not fit the narrative.
Tell you what, do you know what I'm surprised you don't do more? Or
What?
what you should start doing? Is maybe every week or so, get a guest on, like maybe me, Uro, Siege, or whoever else you get on. Find a few funny news stories, maybe political ones, and then just speak about them or like bring them to the table.
Yeah, maybe. Then
Because
again,
I've noticed that you and a few other guests, including myself, go on these weird tangents to do with current day events.
fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we probably should do that, if anything. You're
Yes.
probably right. I think the big question is, of course, whether or not I'm going to have much free time for that. With, well, the only 2 days I can really do live streams is on Mondays and Thursdays, and, well, thanks to the fact that basically I am not actually able to earn a living on YouTube itself directly, I can't really do YouTube full time unless, of course, the whole Twitter thing takes off, or or Patreon kicks in. Who knows? But anyways, let's go ahead and actually carry on with the comic. All right, so Scrapum Crum.
What?
The last resort. Look at 'em scatter, intern. I hope those suits aren't rented. We came back to tell you we figured out where Camper rerouted all the power for the shields and hyperdrive. This ain't much of a ship, but we got one beauty of a gun. Quick, bring us up.
Wait, we have to bring LB with us.
Camper's got you covered. This is a scavenger ship, remember? Just hoovers everything up.
We've got it all, I think. Let's get out of here.
Sure, but I've still got a shot at some smiley face down there. Wanna scatter his atoms?
No. Just lose us in the asteroid belt again. I didn't kill anyone before, and I'm not going to now. What I am going to do is find out what this is all about. Camper, let's see how clever you really are.
Later in Camper's cargo hold workshop. We just put half the debris field between us and the rogue moon. That should put a chill on the trail.
You want me to voice this dude?
Yeah, that's your character anyways.
Oh, wait, was that the one in the orange?
Yeah.
Hey. That's alright. Almost looks like LB again. Almost. But what's with the new equipment? This wasn't part of...
Don't touch... Oh, you want to voice the robot?
Please, yes.
Yes.
Don't touch me, sir. It can talk?
Talk. It's been griping like a hut stuck with a bill. Camper gave it a transfusion of bad attitude. He's just a little touched at the moment. It's the upgrade. Labor Droid uses hollow memory to find his way around, so what you want's still in his buffer, but he's too messed up for me to get at directly. So I took a processor from a higher class droid and mounted it on top of his existing system. It gave him a vocabulator and a holographic projector to boot. Right now, he's trying to make sense of it all.
Ah, welcome to the club. Alright, LB, show us your last hour on the rogue moon. I would prefer not to.
Ain't gonna do no good, boy. This one's way out of warranty now. But let me get back here and see what I can do.
I'm gonna prefer you with a restraining bolt in the eye, you walking forklift.
totally Padawan behavior. Alright. Got something that look familiar?
It's my master's. From our trip to the Rogue Moon. He's even got audio from their spacesuits. There's Lucian.
Should think we have an hour before our Padawans return. You want to voice?
Yep.
Yeah, voice him.
Our Padawan. Yours is probably meteor dust by now.
No, Zane. No, Feln. Zane's too lucky to die that way. He's more likely to trip into a crater and break his neck. But we didn't come here to discuss my student's dubious grasp on the Force. LB looks to have the shield in operation now. I think you can meditate in peace.
To join us?
What is it, Comedy Day? On your planet? Get on with it. That's enough, LB. You can stop a moment, I think. You're right, Canilla. The Force flows freely here. I think I can see... Oh. I'm back on Terrace. Something's wrong. The Temple, Mandalorians, and the Sith. No, it's...
Demon, I won't let you. What? Oh, my saber?
Alright, I think that's still more your lines there.
Is it? It looks like the Cthulhu dude instead.
Well, yeah, you're the Cthulhu dude.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was the blue dude. Okay. Feln. I'm with the Republic fleet.
No. Oh, that's... You missed some stuff, like the I'm on Odrin.
Did I?
Yeah, from the previous page.
Oh. What? I'm on Odrin. In my robes. My people. Feln. I'm with the Republic fleet. At last. The Mandalorians fleeing us. The war is... What are those? Our own vessels? Don't fire on. Not you too, Zelma. Not... Coruscant? The madness continues. Jedi dead. But they haven't reached the compound. I've got to get to her. Got to protect. Dead already? No. No!
I think that's still the same character there.
No! It's what we've been watching for. The Sith are returning.
What? What? You've been flapping around like Minox.
In flames. Lucian. The Order, the Republic. All in flames.
What? Sith. I saw Sith on Terrace, and a Dark Lord. Who? Who did you see?
Figure in red armor. No, not armor. An environment suit. Just like the Padawans wear now. Yes, just like that. like the Padawans were now.
We have to kill them. Now!
My dudes are the ones crouching. I think this is you.
Alright. Rihanna! No! How can we know?
How? I saw my death. How can I let pass a warning from the Force? Is it so simple, the shifting places, the chaos? The meaning may not be distinct.
The figure we all saw, and that was distinct. What more do you need? It is one of the Padawans, Lucian. Oh, no, wait, that's her. The figure we all saw, and that was distinct. What more do you need? It is one of the Padawans, Lucian. I stake my life on it. The future of the galaxy is our greatest concern, I know. We're together at all because you can see what no one else can, and you will guard against what no one else will. And we're here today because you saw the coming storm, and you said you could see it more clearly from this place. Well, is there any doubt that what you saw? You say this figure destroys the Order. This figure is dressed as one of our Padawans is now.
Did you... Oh, wait, no, it's mine. Oh, wait, no, it's your dude, sorry.
Alright. Did you or did you not see that clearly?
Sorry, it's the tiny little white mark below the speech bubble. I thought it was pointing.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Yeah. It was as if I had eyes.
Alright, then. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Is that... I think that's the girl, then. That's my character still. Alright, then. This is what we have trained and prepared for. If you saw what you say you saw, we can't let personal bonds stop us. If the hand endangers the limb, strike it off. No, wait, that was my dude. Okay, never mind. But that's... Alright, we'll go ahead. Your character.
It's not me. Yeah, it's not me. No, Lucian. We must return to Taris. We must confer with Coruscant.
Why? You're certain of what you saw. We act.
You speak for the Covenant now? No, you are the hand, not the mind. We say what we saw, or I do nothing.
Alright, well, return like nothing has changed. I'll make contact, though I know the answer will be, then we'll do it. We'll find a way to explain it and no one will know the... Oh, hello, LB. Please turn to your right and advance 10 meters. I require something there. That's right, LB. Just a few more meters in that direction. You can do it. Everything will be just fine.
Just throw LB off a cliff.
Yep.
You know, I can imagine as he's throwing LB down, it's like Kratos meme.
What I'm reminded of is would you kindly?
Would you kindly step off that cliff?
Yeah. Swordsman says, yo, the Covenant, hell yeah. Gah! He's going crazy. Hold it, I have him. There, boy, it's all right. What? What did we just see? Those Jedi were running around swinging at nothing.
Not nothing. The future. The consular seers. They saw the future. Someone is going to destroy the Jedi Order and the Republic. You heard them.
But I don't get the spacesuit thing. Who do you know who would need one on Coruscant or those other places?
Jedi visions are complicated. You might see something in great detail, like a spacesuit, and it can be just a symbol. At that moment, my friends and I were in red environment suits, just like that one over there.
I think that's what.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I guess they took that to mean one of us was the...
Whoa! Bzz. What happened? Our little friend just deleted that whole stretch of holographic memory on his own.
What now?
That death memory stuck in his craw. What's tangled up his motivation center. The droid isn't supposed to do itself in, and its master isn't supposed to order it to do so, by its logic. He saw himself kill himself, and he suspects his owner made it happen. But your force is just way beyond Elby's understanding. It's twisted his original basic brain, like a Vorksner's tail. He just purged the last month of his life, but I don't think it'll do him any good. Never work. Right now, I'll shut him off.
No, don't. He's given me what I needed. I only wish he could tell me what to do with it.
Voomp.
What?
Someone's shooting at us.
No, it's a tractor beam.
It's the Jedi. We have to do something. No, wait. That's the Orko. Valius Ying, Captain. I know these guys. Gangsters and pirates. And for the moment, bounty hunters. Let me handle this. Soon. Yep, that can handle that really well.
Yeah.
Well, there's some good news. The bounty hunters only covers you and me by name, Zane. The last resort is unregistered, and Kemper and Jarrell did a good job of keeping a low profile over the years, so the Republic isn't really sure who they are. Anyways, I've made a deal. I offered Valius the entry codes for all of my Taurus storehouses, so he's willing to let me and the Arcanians go. But only once he's safely delivered Zane to Taurus. Till then, we're their guests. But they know the resort now. How will we get past those patrol ships out there? Valius will say he found Zane in a life pod, that the resort was destroyed in the belt. Then the Orko ferries our ship to another system, and we fly away free. If you can tolerate having me as a passenger.
I love his smile, it's so Smoke. So, that's it? You're giving me to them?
The deal is for 3. Valius says you're non-negotiable. The price on your head now, well, I'm impressed. But don't worry, you'll give him the slip. Valius takes you down to Taurus in that little shuttle tomorrow morning. He gives the signal that he's landed and his guys cut us loose up there. Here. Then you do your Jedi mind thing on Valius and take right back off again.
Just like that, huh?
It won't be a problem. I know Valius. He gets confused looking at a lunch menu. You ought to be able to hypnotize him into taking you anywhere.
What if he brings his friends? And the masters and the constable? I suppose they're just going to let us lift off again? Besides, you just said you need them to ferry you to the next system. They're not going to leave orbit without their boss. Just say it, Griff. You're cutting me loose.
Intern? Zane, listen. Snivians, my people, we play at things. Adventuring, politics, even crime. And I love the game. I'm good at it. But this is too much heat for me. You're a losing hand. Marks and punks I can handle. I can't angle the whole Jedi Order, much less the Republic and a swarm of bounty hunters. And I wish I could, because I think you could really help me. The things you can do, you could put Marn Hieroglyph on the map. It's just the way things are now.
Is that me or the girl?
That's you.
It's all right. You've gotten more than you bargained for. I understand. Well, we had a nice run though. I couldn't have gotten this far without you. See you around, Griff.
I don't know who's saying that, but
Hang on, let me.
Oh, it's her. Okay. It's my character. I thought you didn't like our ship. Now you want to steal it.
Who's this?
I think that's you. Yeah, that's definitely you.
Okay. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to die for what they think I'm going to do. But Jedi prophecies are powerful. If there's a chance that I may become this thing they're afraid of, that I'll destroy the Order, then the best thing for me to do is disappear. Forget the Jedi ways. Forget my name. Forget everything. It's all gone wrong. Everything I ever imagined for myself. And now I have to vanish. Be a nobody.
I'd say welcome to my life. But oh wait, you ruined that. Camper and I had vanished. You turned over the rocks we were hiding under, and now you're just going to leave? What do you think is going to happen to us if you duck out on Valius? You think these hunters are going to send us on our way?
You heard, Griff. You're not part of this.
We know what you know. Will your masters allow that?
Well, I guess you'll have to take care of yourselves.
I was trying to. You're all weepy about having to be a nobody. I hope to be a nobody again. I wanted to be a nobody. And Camper, did you ever stop to think there's a reason he might not want to be found? That a man that brilliant might not have been born to live in a junkyard? I don't know. I know he doesn't look it now, but when I met him, Pereiro...
Met him? I thought he was your father. What was it you call him?
Pereiro. It's Arcanian for honored elder. Camper rescued me years ago when I was in a bad spot. I swore in return I'd protect him from those chasing him, even after his mind started to go. And now I can't protect either one of us, thanks to you. Everyone has predators, Zane. There's nothing wrong with running, but you don't endanger others to save yourself. If that's the way you think, then your skills weren't the only thing keeping you from being a Jedi. Clack-a-lack.
I'm going to stop the prophecy from happening. I'm going to turn myself in.
Okay, that's a big plot twist.
Yeah.
Is that the end of this issue? Yes, it is. So, we could do the final bit of this story if you want. But first,
I'm
before we do that, though, if you are up for it, before we do that, what are your thoughts so far?
I'm intrigued because
Same.
obviously this is I've only played KOTOR 1 and 2, so I have no idea what the story is. So it'd be interesting to see where this goes, especially now that we know that there's actual competent writers here.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I am interested to see where this goes. This is, and yeah, you can tell that the writers here actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This isn't another case of, Cavan Scott or Daniel Jose Older.
Buckets of blood.
No one expects you not to feel the things you feel. Self-defense is not the Jedi way. So says Cavan Scott, which is...
Yes.
Or it says, error, Consular Jedi used green sabers. I saw blue, that one is a Guardian. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Nerd rage. When a con man has more heart than the Jedi Council of its time. Oh! That is brutal. True, but brutal. Oro says, do not bring back buckets and blood and all that fucking shit in the comic series. Oh, Siege says, for light and life. Oh, yes, I remember that one too. Thank you. Oro says, if you can call that tripe comic. Some of it is so bad that it ends up being... Some of the High Republic stuff is so bad that it becomes unintentionally comedic. Like the highlight of the entire High Republic era, the Galactic Bake-Off Spectacular, and how it ends with 2 Jedi Masters throwing a 3rd Jedi Master into space like they're a ball.
Yeah.
Playing catch. And
As
the
you
Jedi
do.
Master that throws the other elderly Jedi Master and the elderly Jedi Master neither have pressurized suits, just to let that sink in as well.
So that put they don't need pressurized suits, they pressurized plot armor.
Otherwise known as the Leia Organa syndrome.
Yes.
Oro says, fuck you, Ace in the back off. Austin says, so the get baked in High Republic, why am I not surprised?
Oh no, no, they don't get baked as in high. I mean, they literally sit there and make, confectionery cakes. Which, may I remind you, one of the key ingredients to one of these cakes is telling a good story.
Mm-hmm. We'll also remind you that Buckets of Blood, the master chef of the High Republic, is from a species that doesn't have working taste buds.
Yes. I love that.
I actually found the perfect analogy there just recently. Someone, apparently this is because a VTuber recently saw and reacted to this, but apparently in Brazil, they had a singing contest where the winner was a deaf trans woman trying to sing I Will Always Love You.
Oh, fuck off. I think I saw that.
At the cost of being brutally honest, it sounded like a Siberian husky whining.
Wow, this person's trying to follow their dreams and you put them down like that ice. Absolutely ice cold.
I mean, on the one hand, I'm not going to say... I don't actually blame the individual. I blame the people that put this individual on stage full well knowing what was going to happen.
Yeah.
The fact that there was audience, the audience was pretty much laughing right away, kind of hints that this was not actually being done in good faith.
Isn't that like the perfect analogy for like Joe Biden's presidency? Like everyone knew he was gonna absolutely suck ass, and he went up there with everyone giggling behind him, saying, "Hey, watch this! Watch what he's about to do."
I think I can top that, actually, for an analogy. And it's a video that I had on a secondary channel. I still have on it, actually. But I actually took one of Joe Biden's speeches in public and put it through Google Translate. The Google Translate version was more coherent. Siege says, I've been laughing so hard. Okay, so Swordsman says, damn, I've tried telling women good stories. That ain't done shit. Also, Swordsman says, fuck VTubers. Siege says, I have been laughing so hard at that. Austin says, oh, I saw that. It's bad. Yes, it is. Siege says, it shows the entire spectrum of the world's current level of crazy. Rose says, Joe Biden's presidency is, it is time to chew ass and kick bubblegum.
It's time to chew ass and kick bubblegum on him all out of ass.
Austin says that's how they write his speeches, lol. Yeah. Alright, before we get on to a massive tangent about Joe Biden, let's go. Nathan, are you interested in another issue of this comic?
Let's fucking go, boy.
Yes, let's go for it. Alright, let's go ahead and see where this leads, because I am interested in seeing how this goes. The hunt ends, a Jedi condemned. Well, he's a Padawan, technically, but I'll let that slide.
Yes.
Commencement, part 6 of 6. After discovering his friends dead at the feet of their own masters, Padawan Zane Karak is blamed for the crime, and along with Griff, a small-time Snivian Karn artist, the two escape from the planet Taurus with 2 Arcanian refugees, the adult inventor Camper and his protector, the fierce Jarrell. Zane finds a clue explaining his master's behavior on the rogue moon, a meteor-blasted planetoid his masters once visited with him and his fellow students. The revived droid T1LB reveals that the Masters, while meditating, had a horrific vision. One of their own students destroying the Jedi Order. Now realizing that their pursuit of him will never stop, Zane sees only one way out. To win his fellow fugitives' freedom, he surrenders to the bounty hunter bent on returning him to Taurus, to the very Masters he believes killed his friends. Austin says 2 for the win. And Austin says, in my ears, he's no longer a Padawan after what he... in my eyes. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Almost a carnival atmosphere. Viewers never has the... Okay. I think this is supposed to be some sort of announcer, so... Almost a carnival atmosphere, viewers. Never has the arrival of a bounty hunter been met with more public anticipation than here on Taurus. Taurus, where the massacre earlier this week of an entire class of Jedi by one of their own has rocked society to its foundations. Taurus, the planet so close to the stalemated Mandalorian conflict, already protected by so few Jedi, even before the controversial departure of many knights to join the war, a crusade from which some are already missing in action. Terrace, where the civil order has seemed on the brink of collapse this week. A city world whose residents now have but one question. Can the Masters of Terrace restore public confidence in the Jedi? By meting out swift justice to one of their own.
You want me to do the fat blue alien?
Hold on, let me read some comments. Apparently, a bot has joined the chat. Kick Initiated says, Swordsman says, hey, you have a bot, make the bot a moderator.
Yes!
Also says, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, it will turn us into the Borg. I used to deal with those all the time on my stream. Alright.
That's a funny idea.
I mean, it would probably get the chat, the people viewing the chat up officially. But no, let's not. Siege is laughing for understandable reasons. Alright, now let's go ahead and continue, shall we?
Yeah, like I said, do you want me to voice the...
Yeah, I think that's the planetary governor or mayor or whoever. Yeah, go ahead and voice him.
Also, very, very good and convincing 60s Saturday morning villain cartoon sort of voice there.
Thank you very much.
At it. We're down, Rocco. Kid's not going anywhere. Should be free and easy from here. Boy, those two could have caught you with a look. What'd you ever do to them? They think I killed their brother. No joke, did ya? Doesn't matter much now, does it? You're right, kid. It don't. Let's get moving. Time is money.
The visitors have been scanned, Master Lucian. They are free of weapons and recording devices. Thank you, droid. Leave us. Where is the Snivian?
God, that fucking panel of his face, that is menacing.
Yeah! We need the JoJo menacing text to scroll there a little bit.
Yes. Ahem. Just found the boy, my lord. In a life pod in the asteroid belt. No sign of anyone else. They must have brought it on the rocks. Alive.
Alright.
They live. But the Snivian has abandoned him. As we have foreseen. Isn't that right, boy? So you've got the room cleaned up?
And the windows fixed. You have been costly. Right, bounty hunter?
Cost us nothing if the goods are quality, my lord. He's what you want, right? He's your Padawan killer?
No, but he is what we want.
Eh? I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't. What? You were beginning to actually think you had?
For a moment. Then I remembered LB. LB showed me your meditation on the rogue moon. Wait a minute, have I missed a page? No, I've not. What the fuck? For a moment. Then I remembered LB. LB showed me your meditation on the rogue moon. I heard you talk about this version of yours. Oh, this vision of yours. The Great Destroyer. Wearing a spacesuit and face mask like one of ours.
Yes, LB. Remarkable insight you showed there, my Padawan.
Don't call me that.
What? Were you knighted without my knowing?
Stop playing games. I don't really need details, good people. I just need my money if we can.
Oh, but knowledge has value too, Captain Ying. These details, as you call them, are treasure beyond reckoning. You may have heard it was at a ceremony for knighting Padawans where young Zane left our company, quite suddenly after he had arrived late. What you don't know is that he wasn't the only late arrival.
Why does the panel make him look like Patrick Bateman?
I don't know. Alright, so I guess you can voice this character. These are some of the Padawans, so.
Yeah, I'm late, Masters. I wanted to see my sister and brother home. Even the middle city is getting rough these days. Do you want to voice this dude?
Sure.
The purple dude?
It's okay, Shad. As usual, you're not the last one here.
Of course. Let me stow my lightsaber. Oh. You've got your lightsabers, Masters. I thought we didn't wear them on the temple floor. It is the special occasion, Shad. Just part of the knighting ceremony. Ah, that. Master Lucian, you've got yours? Does that mean Zane's been knighted too? That's wonderful. I don't believe it.
Zane, yes. I see from the entry system he's just right below. We may begin soon. Us and Zane, too. I never would have thought. He's going to be so surprised. I can't wait to see.
Wait. I don't believe it. Zane's a great guy, and we all like him and try to help him out. But he's no Jedi. He comes in last among us in every test. Every task you assign. Yes. Well, he has that special relationship with the Force. In time, he will.
But he's had all the time we've had. He doesn't get any more, does he?
Recall the great need for knight students. With those that have gone to war, Taris, and places like it, will need all the Order can muster.
I'm sure Zane will work out fine.
You're lying.
Shad!
Why are you lying? Why are you lying? I've heard you all talk about Zane. We've all heard you. You don't take him seriously at all. None of you. You treat him like a court jester. Now you're going to knight him? We keep our counsel. The Order does not explain.
But the Order follows your recommendations, right? You've always said he was a buffoon, Master Fernin. But we have known Zane for a very long time, and...
And we know you. You preach the unifying force. How many times have you said it? Friendships pass, but our duty is eternal. The mission is all. Yes, it's just not what you wanted. Now, what's going on here?
I think you missed the panel above that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
And you've said you were his friends. Isn't this what you've always wanted for him? Yes, it's just not what you wanted. Now, what's going on here? An intervention for the galaxy. Whoa, Jesus Christ, did they just Anakin those motherfuckers?
Yep.
Oh, wow. You killed them. In cold blood.
They weren't innocents. Exar Kun was a Padawan once, too. His master had a warning but failed to act. That earned him death, and the Sith War.
We five are part of a sacred trust, Zane. A Jedi covenant to stand watch and make certain that never happens again.
These four masters are among the greatest seers in the Order, and acting in unison, they see farther than any Jedi ever has, and they have seen.
The Mandalorian War, the Jedi Crusade. Events are in motion everywhere.
We've searched in all directions for the Shadow Point, the key that will unlock the Sith menace again.
We just didn't expect to find it right in our midst.
I think that's the mercenary again, so...
I could see you're busy, people. If I can just leave an account number?
So you understand, Zane. We had to dispose of the threat. Whatever the cost, returning to Garrus gave us time to settle on a plan and a story. We would say we rejected Shay Javelin for his headstrong ways. Enraged, he slew you four before we stopped him permanently. Your late arrival was expected. We weren't going to move until then. Shad was surprised. Shad was the one who surprised us. We shouldn't have been surprised. His insight was always good. The others just followed his lead.
They saw through you. Because they didn't think I was good enough.
He forced our hand. Then you came in.
And when I escaped, I became your fall guy.
You wouldn't have been my first choice. Your trainers on Dantooine knew your limitations. But your escape from the five of us made it possible to convince them that you had help from the dark side.
You think I had help from the dark side? Do you really think I'm your Nightmare Destroyer?
I'm not a seer. I could have just as easily been one of the others. I hope we'll never find out. But you did escape against all odds, and we're not taking any more chances.
Look, I'll just wait back at my shuttle. You can send the payment.
Actually, Captain, we'll be needing your shuttle. The boys' partners are aboard your ship. Your shuttle will return, bearing us.
Hey, I don't really want passengers. Chung.
Neither do we. Scrap!
Oh no, I like that guy. I've only met him for like 5 minutes, but I like him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so this is getting interesting. We'll deal with his crew and your friends this night. Mayor Zane will be over.
Why? I'm the threat.
You never were attuned to unifying the Force, the threads of life from a larger fabric. Your destiny might work through them. And, to put it tritely, they know too much.
Don't you want a fair fight?
We can't afford one. I'm sorry.
Wait! Shad's sisters and little brother. He was sending them his stipend. They've got nobody now. Please, help them.
We'll consider it. Goodbye. What? Boom.
Primary. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, actually. Go ahead.
Okay. Primary facility. Power failure. Security screens disabled. Lightning.
It shouldn't have. Boom. No, that's blaster fire. We're being. That was a bomb. I sense. Screech. Thud. Oof. Die, Jedi.
The Sith Lord.
Yar.
No.
Sane, Karak. Let's go.
Jirael? It's the girl, you fools. The girl.
Our sabers.
No, you don't. Boom.
So, it turns out she's actually a Sith Lord?
No, Oh, wait,
That would
maybe?
actually be... Maybe.
I wouldn't have saw that coming. But then
No.
again, I haven't read the other issues of the comic, so there's probably a lot of backstory I'm missing for this bitch.
Well, we know she
Also-
has a mysterious past, so...
Yes. Although, I will say, remember in the KOTOR games when you wore the environment suit?
Mm-hmm.
I really wish you could move as fast as the people in this comic did, because those were some of the most fucking boring sections in the KOTOR games.
Yes, they
Remember
were.
that you had to put the suit on it, and then you did this weird little tippy tap dance across the thing. You couldn't even run.
Yes, I do remember that.
Especially KOTOR 2 when you were underwater, and you literally saw all the land you had to walk across, and you were like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yes.
I just want to fight droids.
No, instead you will wear the suit and you will walk at a snail's pace, tiptoeing like you're the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Fucking either that or which character was it? Yeah, fucking Elmer Fudd when he's sneaking up on Bugs Bunny, the way he just tap dances across the floor.
Yeah.
Quiet, I'm hunting Sith.
Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on. Or it says, maybe she is just Force sensitive and shit. Maybe. We'll see. Hang on. Woof. So much for low-grav booster jets on Taris, huh?
How? I thought you were going to leave with Oroko.
Griff bribed the first mate to release the last resort in orbit, and Elby still had schematics of your tower. When we told him we wanted to shoot at his old master, it's like he got a tear in his eye. And we remembered what you said about the suit. Camper added audio and a trick helmet.
But you could have been away, free and clear.
Maybe, but nobody's ever sacrificed himself for any of us before. Couldn't let you go through around thinking that was sensible behavior. Doesn't mean we like you or anything.
You fucking tsundere. Doesn't mean I like you or anything, baka.
my god, that is actually probably what is going on here.
Just like looking down, like pointing at two index fingers together, like, doesn't mean I like you, Zane Coon, Baka.
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Sage is laughing. Uro says so much soon. Yeah. You could say too soon.
What? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Zane, I know I underestimated you, but it's all so clear now. You are the danger they foretold. Getting more dangerous by the second, it would seem. Oh no, that's your line.
Getting more dangerous by the second, it would seem. Is that still me?
Yeah, that's you.
That's the problem with the fabric of destiny. The loose ends can kill you.
Run if you want, but hide. Forget our ways. Bury yourself before you bury us all. Respect the vision. Fear what you may become.
I can't. Fear leads to the dark side. Doesn't it, Master?
Oh! That cuts so many ways.
Yes.
For one thing, the Jedi Masters are all afraid of him. And the other thing, if he follows their advice, he will turn to the dark side. Because he just explained to him exactly how that would work.
Foreshadowing.
That is savage.
Griff, you came back. Why didn't you run?
Unfinished business, intern. I'm here to offer you a position in my organization.
Your organization? It's just you.
What can I say? It's a good position. Your brains, your random destructive... My brains, your random destructive power will own the galaxy. Or we'll wreck it and sell it for salvage.
But you abandoned me. You said I was a losing hand.
I never look at my cards anyway. But I'm all about the bluff, remember? There's nothing better than making something out of nothing. I'd forgotten until Jarrell reminded me. So, are you in?
This is insane. But this is the day for it. My family, my teachers, even my friends, they all assumed I'd fail. They'd never took a chance on me that meant anything. I'm tired of betting against myself. If you guys can bet on me, maybe I can too. So, I'm in. On one condition. Stop calling me intern.
You got it, henchman.
It's sassy bastard.
Hey, Terrace! Tell the Volkars and the Becks there's a new power on the scene. Marn Hieroglyph. Jedi jailbreaks 2 for a credit. 3 weeks later. The riots have reached the middle city. The senator is missing, and the rioters have the constable's family. Half her force has fled, the rest are pulling back to the upper city. We need to... I'm afraid it's no longer a problem. We just heard from the Jedi Council on Dantooine. We've been recalled to Coruscant. No! I think that's your character there.
Yes. I fear the very public escape of a boy from our sanctum, not once, but twice, has undermined respect for our authority. I don't know what would give them that idea. The Order has decided to cut its losses. Then, Terrace is free for the taking, by Mandalorian or Sith.
Our concern is the galaxy, Falcon, not one planet that, and protecting the Order. But what if they split us up? We've worked from great distances before, Rana. We have resources, and we know what we have to do. Zane remains a criminal. The boy may run, but will have no haven, but will find no haven to open to.
Hang on, have I missed a page?
No, I don't think we have.
Oh yeah, yes, no, that was me. Excuse me, but the droids tell me we have a visitor. That's you.
Mm-hmm. For us?
Some unsavory character from the lower city, delivering a message he said he received last night from a cantina near the Mandalorian front.
For me.
Hello, Master. I'm running now, but I've had time to reflect on your teachings. You say the living sometimes have to suffer to serve a larger goal. I've seen how you live by that. Well, I have a goal now. To justice. For myself, my friends, for the people sacrificed to the plans of the so-called infallible. And it will definitely involve some suffering. Because you see, I've had a vision of my own. One day, one of you is going to confess and clear my name. And to make sure, I'm going to hunt down each and every one of you. The one that confesses lives. I don't care which one of you does it. It doesn't matter. Where they send you, you have a death mark, same as me. Now don't look for me, Lucian, because I'll find you. And if I do end up collapsing the Jedi Order, just remember one thing. You started it.
Oh. That is an interesting way to end this, definitely.
That was fucking baller.
God, this comic makes me want to keep reading.
Yes.
Austin says, comics great, yes. Swordsman says, we had plans to drop 10 nukes on Japan, then invade with the commies. We knew anime would destroy us all. Siege says, I laughed so hard I died and found a messed up checkpoint in the division. Swordsman of the South says, Baka, I don't like you type shit. That makes me think 2 nukes weren't enough. Or it says 2 nukes were never enough. Nuke from orbit means all the nukes. Or it says Griff is best character. It is like you guys deserve no fucking respect. Surprising. Austin says, we're totally not evil, right guys? Yeah, this does give off the energy of are we the baddies to some degree. Or it says, Austin, and then they looked at Yahtzee caps and matching uniforms I wore during... Oh, that is a good one, Russ. So, Nathan, thoughts on this particular comic book? Nathan, thoughts on this particular comic book?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Oh, Yeah, thoughts on this particular comic book?
Well, I mean, like I said at the end, like that was fucking baller. Like honestly, it's another comic, just like do you know the manga one that we read?
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, just like that. It was a blast all the way through.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this one, I actually want to read another one. I actually want to read another one, even though I know we've already been here for close to an hour and a half. And the fact that I still want to read another one probably tells you everything you need to know about this comic book series.
And also, if it's that good, look at the next issue. It's the fucking Mandalorians now. New story arc.
God damn it! Stop making me want to read the next one.
Come on, Ace. I've got
Alright.
nowhere to be. You've got nowhere to be.
Swordsman says do it. Okay. Okay. 3 it is. We will read this one too.
Yes.
Siege says, I know, right? I want to make a coffee and keep listening. Alright, let's see where this goes. Actually, I will say this. Give me a second. I'll get myself something to drink real quick. Because I do need something to for that. So I'll be back real quick.
Hey everyone, now that Ace 1918 is taking a break, just want to remind you that Ace does have a Patreon that you can donate to. He is a wonderful and fabulous content creator, and I hope you all can look into your heart and donate to him, because he truly is a wonderful human being. YouTube is screwing him over, and maybe you could help out the lovely gentleman that he is. He brings comic readings every single week without fail. Maybe you could all look into your heart and donate to such a beautiful human being. Also, Uros, don't fucking lie. You don't need to go make dinner. Fucking Teji does that for you.
Alright, I am officially back. So, let's see. Or says, Ace is paying you for this? Well, I'm not even really making any money off of these streams, honestly, so...
Well, I mean, if anything, I'm donated to your Patreon, so technically I'm paying you for this. I know who you work for, Ace. Me.
That is true. So anyways, before we get started, I figure I might as well have a little bit of chat on something a little bit different. Nathan, did you by chance get a chance to see Mandalore Gaming's latest review, which was on Ring and Ring 2?
No, I didn't. It's in my watch later. I've just not actually gotten around to watch it yet.
Oh, dear God. You know how Limbo of the Lost and how Mystery of the Druids have some special moments?
Oh, yeah, I fucking love both of those. Those are brilliant videos.
You're going to get some of that in this as well. We have one of the first characters you play as in the original Ring is apparently one of the biggest kings, or one of the most kingest of kings there ever was. Who
I'm already looking at the fucking thumbnail, and it's just
the level of patrolling that he can also dish out during the game is something to really behold. Ring 2 is not as good. In fact, Ring 1 is... I would say Ring 1 is in the territory of being so bad it's good. Ring 2 is a worse game that came out years later. But there's also some amusing moments to it, such as the fact that for whatever reason, they make your character sound like Hank Hill without an accent. So he gets hit by something and dies. You hear the Hank Hill scream, basically.
What the fuck? So it's just, oh.
Yes! That is exactly it. There's bugs in it as well that are hilarious. You can tell that the game was unfinished. You can definitely tell that because I've actually played a little bit of it myself. I'm probably going to be doing a video talking about how to get it running too.
Yeah.
I will say this, for whatever reason, I have not had as much trouble as Mandalore had getting it to run. Because Mandalore had to do some weird stuff, like I think he had to actually format his hard drive, he claimed. I think that might have been for Ring 1, because with Ring 1, one thing you do need to do is make sure that whatever hard drive you put it on has less than 2 gigabytes of free space. Now, the easiest answer is to just get a small thumb drive, fill it to have less than 2 gigabytes, install the game on that, copy, paste, onto another drive.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you're putting a game onto a like, because when you think about putting a game onto a a device that has space to store things, it's always how much is free that you consider.
Mm-hmm.
What in God's name is that fucking software to the point where you need to take into account how much data is actually being taken up already, and to make it a requirement?
Well, it's you have to have. The game will think you have no free space available, but the truth is it's a negative integer because you have way too much free space. Because apparently, yeah, this game, like I said, the original Ring is an old game. It came out in 1998. And apparently the software that they were using for that part of it was so dated that if you have more than 2 gigabytes of free space, at least on modern hardware, it will cause that particular bug.
Oh. God. Fucking, old releases just completely whacked.
Yeah, it's kind of also in a similar situation to some games that will have similar issues if you have too much RAM. Like, I know, for example...
How do you ever have too much RAM?
Well, if a game is built for, say, 32-bit hardware, and you have a 64-bit hardware, and you have far more RAM than the game is expecting as possible, the game will scream and then crash. But the game that I remember that does that, if you have too much RAM, is Master of the Skies: The Red Ace. Fortunately, that can be fixed using DG Voodoo 2, basically tricking it into thinking you have less RAM than you do.
Well, Ace, you are the king of you even have a dedicated series on fixing old games that don't run.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
On which thing? When it comes to Ring 2, I've already got it running. I'm not even sure what exactly, in the case of Ring 2, was Mandalore's issue. I know in Ring 1 there's a few things. There's the whole hard drive thing. Also, Ring 1 really hates certain modern recording software, so if you're playing the game, you're fine, but if you're trying to record the game, you're not going to be able to if you use certain software.
By certain software, does that include OBS?
OBS is fine, or at least Studio OBS is fine. I know that GeoForce Experience, which is what I typically use, Ring hates that and will not run with that.
Yeah, to be honest, I've recently run into a similar thing with Space Marine. Do you know the game?
Which one?
And, well, the game literally just is Space Marine.
Okay.
It's the one with like Titus and everything. I tried to record that in OBS, and you can't assign the specific software so that the moment when you start playing it, it'll record it. So for me, I literally just do the OBS to record anything on my screen whatsoever. It tends to do it pretty well, so.
Fair enough. I think the games I think the games that I've had the most issues getting to run, Fighting Steel would be one of them. That's a real pain in the ass to run in my experience. I would say Master of the Sky is Red Ace, but when I figured out it's just a RAM issue, it becomes hilariously easy in retrospect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and jump back into the comic. But yeah, Ring, definitely check out. I'm probably going to be making shorts videos out of that, the way I'm doing Limbo of the Lost shorts. Because there's enough there. Also, by the way, on the subject of Ring, and I'm probably going to be doing a video talking about this as well. You know how I tend to cover age rating fails in video games?
Yes, I do love it when you do videos like that.
Turns out, Ring was given, I think it's the ESPLA, which I think used to be an old English rating system. Let me double check that real quick. But it's called the ESPLA. They gave it an age rating for 3 and up. Let me double check, make sure I got the name right. Nope, it's a different thing. Okay, so it's named something different.
I don't mean the ESRB.
No, the ESRB is for the North America stuff. This is a different age rating system. It's an older one. Let's see what it's called.
For us, it's Peggy.
Well, Peggy's the current one, yeah. But before that, you had some other stuff as well. So
so it's predecessor. Okay.
ELSPA. That's what it's called. ELSPA. That is either an old European or an old English thing. So let's see.
Oh yeah, the Association for UK Interactive Entertainment. I think that then becomes the So that then becomes Peggy because then it becomes like Europe wide.
All right, so.
Okay, so they gave it a 3.
Yeah, for ages 3 and up.
Oh fuck! What does it have?
What does it have? Oh boy!
Yeah.
It would probably be at this point, unironically, faster to list the things that it doesn't have. Where to start? Okay, so keep in mind, this is for a game that is rated for ages 3 and up by the ELSPA, right? So, to start off, we do, of course, have stuff like, we do have, of course, Albric, who, during the second part of the story in game, where you're playing as Loga, or Loki, because it's based on a... Okay, so Ring is, by the way, based off of a Wagner opera, which itself is based on Norse and German mythology. So, keep that in mind. So, this is supposed to be an adaptation. It's a really weird one, but here's the first thing about Ring that could really give you a hint. One of the characters you can talk to as Loki is a guy that is a dwarf that is being tortured via electricity and various other means by the king. So, torture is being depicted in a game that's rated for ages 3 and up. You can put him out of his misery by setting him on fire and killing him that way. Again, in a 3 and up game. One thing that you do absolutely have to do in the game is commit genocide against the dwarves by flooding their entire mine and killing all the dwarves. So, genocide in a game that is rated for ages 3 and up. There is the third part of the game, which is about Sigmund, Siegmund.
Yeah, it'll be Siegfried.
No, it's about his parents. It's about his parents. So it would have been Sigmund and Sieglinde. His parents, who are brother and sister, hooking up.
Oh yeah, the fucking Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, so incest in a 3 and up game. Whereby, so that is, and then also there's Brunhilde as well, and the Brunhilde, let's just say the outfit that they gave her is very,
She's got massive knockers, hasn't she?
Well, there's that. There's the fact that she's wearing a G-string that is not even fully pulled up properly. and some other stuff. So that's also an ages 3 and up game. And then going back to the very first part of the game, you have the Rhine Maidens who, well, you've seen how the Rhine Maidens look in the game, correct?
In the ring?
Yes.
No, because like I said, I've not watched the video. I've not watched Mandalorian's thing of it yet.
Let me put it to you this way. I'm not sure if the characters are supposed to be clothed or not. Either way, the character designs are, shall we say, very titillating. Again, and then ages 3 and up game.
Well, when did this game come out exactly?
1998.
Yeah, exactly, Ace. They didn't. They don't make 3-year-olds like they used to now. Those 3-year-olds in the past, they were like mature. They were adult. They like they're not like the liberal snowflakes that they make now. Back then they were hardy 3-year-olds. They earned their keep. They fought in wars. They weren't gonna get offended by anything.
Siege says hot. They didn't even look before it. Yeah. Also, yeah. There is that. They had to have just not looked at all at this game before they rated it, because where do I even? Okay, so I'll go ahead and see if I can find an image of it. I'm going to look up and see if I can actually find images of the Rhine Maidens so you can actually see what they look like in the game, because it's... Nope, not... Oh, I see.
Boy, how...
Huh?
Boy, howdy, Ace. I really hope you're not streaming your search history.
No, I am not. Okay, so I can't really... Okay, so apparently I do actually have to look up Mandalore's review to give you a quick look at how the characters are designed.
And if you guys want to see Ace 1918 search history, then all that costs is $1 on Patreon. Like I said before, he's a wonderful gentleman that you should all donate to. He's brilliant, comes out with content every single week. and you get that search history in there as well, for a few degenerates. We're all friends here.
Okay, an ad is played, which has made me very nostalgic for the times that ads used to play on my videos.
What the fuck? You get sentimental for that? I wish I could add.
Okay, so I think I've gotten to about the... Yep, I found it. Alright, so I will go ahead and I will actually share the link and put it into Livestream here so we can actually see what I'm talking about. There we go. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. Yeah, I just have to do this. And...
just as productive.
So here we are. So yeah, this is how the Rhine Maidens look in game. And I'm gonna stream this image here to Nathan so he can see as well. So yeah, see how the Rhine Maidens look and see what I mean about how, shall we say, titillating the character designs are.
Okay, go on.
Ages 3 and up, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus. Fucking hell. 3 and up.
Yeah.
God damn.
Sorensen says, damn, I'd have to. Well, yeah, but my point is, what the hell were they thinking putting this in or rating this 3 and up? Come to think of it, what the hell were they thinking rating it T for teen in the US with this?
Showing that material to 3-year-olds. It was on the fucking rating board, Epstein.
Could be Epstein. Could be your typical Vosh supporter these days.
Yeah, could be. Clearly, before Bill Cosby was a comedian, he was a ratings board person.
Yeah. Who knew? Apparently, there's even a... Okay, so in the sequel, I saw Mandalore doing this. There's actually a mini-game in the sequel, which did actually earn the sequel a M rating for good... Actually, I was wondering what the hell the sequel got an M rating for, whereas the original got T for teen. So, they actually bring the Rhine Maidens back, and there's a mini-game where you, I guess are supposed to be engaging in foreplay with the mouse. Which is... What the fuck? Apparently... That's actually apparently a thing in the sequel, from what I've seen. Swordsman says, minigame, M-rate. Well, yeah, it's a minigame that you actually have to go through, though. It's a requirement. And even then, it's still... Yeah, yeah, that's a little bit too much for a teen game. Austin goes, yeah, excuse me, yeah, exactly.
This is one hell of a tangent you fucking brought us on.
I didn't expect to go that wild, but... I knew the... But yeah, I'm going to probably cover that, the first Ring game, in a video talking about how the hell did they manage to give it a 3 and up rating, or at least how the hell did the ELSPA do that.
Evening literally started with Star Wars comics. Now I'm being told that there's a game out there from years ago where you get to make love to a mouse. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, by the way, apparently, apparently when Mandalore tried doing the minigame, he wasn't very good at it, and it just upset the writing.
What would concern you more? Somebody not being good at the game, or at the minigame, or somebody actually being good at the minigame? Would you want to be good at that minigame, Ace?
No!
Making love to a mouse, Ace.
No! Uro says, Ace doesn't derail the train. Ace does epic acrobatic tricks in the air with the train that lands on another track and keeps on going. Siege says, Ace has the sound of a man who knows too much. Yes, I have looked into the void that is Ring, and now knowing about the game and all the crazy stuff. By the way, fun fact, now that I mention it, and now that I realize, now that I've had put 2 and 2 together, I need to mention this as well about Ring 2. Believe it or not, Ring 2... Okay, so I actually pointed this out to Mandalore, and this actually became a thing on Twitter that people were checking out and getting a kick out of because of how ridiculous this is. They were giving away Ring 2 at Hardee's as a gift for meals. Ring 2, which is rated M and has that minigame in it, was given away as a discount Happy Meal gift by Hardee's.
What the fuck?
Let that sink in.
A Happy Meal toy?
Basically, yeah.
There's the Big Mac and fries for you, and for you, little fella, there's your little nuggies, there's your little bag of chips, and there's your mouse erotica. Have fun.
What the hell were they thinking?
Clearly, fucking somebody wasn't.
I mean, putting an M-rated game into that as a gift like that is kind of a red flag anyways. Now, I'll admit, I was originally not aware of why that game was rated M. Having seen that, though, I fully understand why that game was rated M.
Shit's disgusting.
Yes.
Why did you tell me that?
Because someone has to know. Because someone has to know.
You already know. Why did you pass that curse on to me? Now, when I'm in work tomorrow, I'm just going to be thinking, there's a game out there that actually lets you fuck a mouse.
To be fair, if we're talking about the internet these days, is that sadly any surprise?
Oh shit! I watched a video recently where, do you know Ronald McDonald? His appearance is kept up. Like every Ronald McDonald has to keep to a certain squeaky clean standard. Why don't you tweet at the official McDonald's account?
Wait,
hey,
what?
I'd either tweet at the official Ronald McDonald account or the McDonald's account itself and say, hey, remember the time in whenever they did it? Remember the time you gave a bunch of children an M-rated game that had
No, it wasn't McDonald's, it was Hardee's. Keep that in mind, it was Hardee's.
Hardy, sorry. So I'm fucking thinking... Wait, hang on, you said Happy Meals?
Yeah, I said it was discount Happy Meal because it's Hardee's.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant discount Happy Meals as in the Happy Meals were cheaper.
No, I meant...
Fucking hell, does Hardee's have a Twitter account?
I don't know. Are we still live?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, so apparently it's having trouble staying connected on my end. Okay, so we are in... Well... It stopped for some reason. That's weird.
You know what? Before the connection goes to shit, do you want to start the comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we are in fact still live, but... Needless to say, now that I think about it, even though technically that game was rated M, you think it would be appropriate to put it into the age rating fails playlist?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fucking make a video about that.
Yeah. Ring 1 obviously is going to be in there because 3 and up. Seriously, what the hell, ELSPA? But, Urs says, YouTube has heard me talking about that. Well, technically the game is rated M. I'm just pointing out the absurdity of an M-rated game with that content being given away as a gift for meals. Which, let's be honest, that is absurd. Nathan says, Austin, I know there's worse. This isn't a one-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is not a one-up contest, guys. But, yeah, that is still pretty cringe. Alright, so let's actually get into the comic itself before I lose more brain cells. And before Nathan loses more brain cells.
Yeah.
Alright, so Flashpoint, Part 1. In the Old Republic, the Jedi Knights formed the backbone of law and order, just as they would nearly 4,000 years later in Anakin Skywalker's time. But there are factions within the Jedi, including a cabal that fears young Zane Carrick, may unleash the Sith upon the galaxy. Framed by his former masters for murder, Zane becomes a fugitive, joined by Griff, a literal partner in crime. They take flight aboard the ramshackle Last Resort with the addled inventor Camper, his fierce protector Jarrah, and their confused droid LB. Sorry. To escape the reach of the law, they make for the battlefront, where Mandalorian and Republican forces have been bogged down. But the chaos they left behind on Taris may have repercussions for the war itself. Uro says, speaking of Anakin, after bringing up child murder in the previous comic, just peak perfection, yes. Vanquo, a mining colony on the fringe of the Republic-controlled space. You want to voice that character, Nathan?
You mean the lanky dude?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if the Mandalorians
No, you got
ever
one line above it.
I'll do it? Oh, yeah. Caught another blasted refugee sneaking around the camp again. I'll tell you, if the Mandalorians ever move on Vancouver, they'll find nothing here but people they've already seen.
Don't worry none about that. Mandy's and our guys been stuck like banthas in quick clay since before we got here.
Well, they keep coming. This one was into the food stores outside Shaft 3. We could smell 'em a kilometer down.
I see what you mean. Where are you from, Stinch? Sergia, Jabel?
Sergio, my lord. Please, my family's back with the life pod, up in the hills. Anything you can give.
Would be wasted on you. We're running a business here. You want help, there's an aid station on the other side.
Other side? Of the mountain?
Of the planet, Stinch. Start walking if you want to beat the winter. Alright, Zim, that's enough. Night watch isn't entertaining enough for you. There's some food over there, boy. Third shift left without finishing everything.
Thank you. You don't know.
And we don't want to. Just take it over there before I change my mind. Change my... Now what? I think this is your character.
It's not the main Jedi. I think it's someone new.
It's Canilla. That's the blind Jedi.
Oh, is it? Attention. Vancouver Outpost. This is Master Canilla of the Jedi Order. The Mandalorians have broken out and are landing in force on the day side of the planet. You must evacuate. Take nothing. We cannot hold them much. No! Stay back! She's gone. This the first time you've heard of this?
Yeah, weird. It's Xavier on the outpost too, having fun with us again. See, it wasn't over the official Republic channel.
It is over the official channel.
It is over the official channel. But you just said...
The planet is under attack.
The planet is under attack! Let me take a look. Boom! That's it! We're gone! I'm sounding an evac! Ayo, 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 ayo. Stop the night shift before they'll hit the shaft! Tell them we're breaking camp!
I'm on it. Wait! My lord, you can't leave us to them again, my lord.
Get your own ride, squatter. We're all refugees now.
Ha! We did it. Alright, LB, knock it off.
LB, he's gone. Cool it.
Who's gone?
I told him your master Lucian was inside the building. That was the only thing that could get him to help out.
He already doesn't trust anyone. Griff, you think lying to him is going to help?
Does he look like he's starving to you? No, that would be me. If we ran out of anything, I can eat days ago. Our Arcanian friends there weren't exactly living like gourmets.
Sure, but they were living in a dump when we found them.
The dump has produced great gourmet saying, do not disrespect the dump.
Ah. Good work, Jariel. They bought it.
Thank Camper, he hijacked our distress channel first try.
The old dude.
A simple high-gain receiver with cross-matched encryption. Designed, it actually didn't get paid off.
Anyway, this place looks stocked. Food, survival gear, power sources.
It's why I picked it. These frontier camps are an easy mark. They make like they're tough guys, but they're really as soft as they come. They'd rather fill their guts than show any. Camper, forget that junk and look for the parts you need. We got an hour before they wise up. And kid, see if you can sweet talk that freaky droid out of yours into helping. See if the Force can make a loader droid actually load something.
Are you going to lend a hand, Jariel? We've still got another pallet droid to fill.
Sorry, it's just look around. Trees, mountains, sky. Do you know how long it's been since we left the lower city? And this little toy of yours is fun. I can see why you guys get into the whole Jedi thing.
You wouldn't like it. My friends used to say, there is no passion, there is boredom. There is no ignorance, there is endless repetition. And it's supposed to be a myth, but I think the saber really makes your hands chafe.
That's twice this month I've played a Jedi. I'm probably taking off your Force something awful. But I really sold it, didn't I?
Just give it back when you're done.
What took you so long?
The pallet kept giving out going up the hill. We didn't exactly park for convenience. But the second load's aboard the last resort. I don't think there's time for another. Wait, what have you got there?
Mining charges. Little handheld jobbies. You don't get industrial goods like this on Terrace. I'm sure I can sell them somewhere.
So, I'm an arms dealer now. Dad'll be the toast of the accounting conference. Go down and tell the pad of wannabe we're pulling out.
Yeah! Boom.
What? Wait, did you just drop a charge?
The Mandalorians are attacking for real! Oh god, that is a plot twist.
Fucking hell. Hey, tell you what, that art on that panel is beautiful. Like, everything's super detailed.
Mm-hmm. Blast it. I hate when it comes to when my cons come true.
That happen often?
Look, Jarell. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's an uh-oh, right?
Oh, oh, just being surrounded by, one of the most impressive warrior forces in the entire galaxy.
And she's swinging at them with the light and actually doing a surprisingly good job. Well, it was short-lived, but still impressive.
Yes.
They just swept her away. I've got to save her. I promised.
Camper, listen. We're unarmed. We'll get to the ship. We'll find her from there.
But I promised.
Trust me. Pereiro. She saved me. I'll save her.
Yeah, but who'll save us? We're made! Zane, come on! You can't carry him!
It's the old dude.
Alright. But Gerald, I have to find...
LB! Cargo camper. To the loading ramp. Don't want to. Terrain obscure. Dark. Dangerous. Those armored guys are dangerous for us, LB. Unknown subjects. And motivation for... Master Lucian knows camper repaired you, LB. Master Lucian wants camper. Master Lucian wants LB. Save camper, save LB.
Put me down, you blasted kitchen appliance. I'm not cargo. Gah!
Griff, get down. Zoom.
Whack. Ugh.
LB, cargo, Mandalorian, to orbit.
Sent two to the clearing above, Commander Roland. We'll have them surrounded and... Ah! Whoop.
Idiots. Take this. You may need it.
What am I gonna do? Sell it to them? I think they're covered when it comes to blasters.
I mean, use that trigger thing there. You sold enough. You must have heard of something about it.
I talked my way out of jams, henchman. You're the muscle. Now muscle! Hey, wait. I've got all these mining charges, remember?
I'm reminded every time a shot comes near you.
No, I thought we could lob a few down the hill.
Great idea. When the Mandalorians take over the mining operations, they can search for all of us under the rock slide. Maybe you had better stick with talking. God, the banter in this is just fucking great.
Yeah.
Camper, use your remote starter and get aboard. I'll cover us.
Ciao.
Chum, ka-chum. The Berserker? Where'd he go?
I'll tell you where he went.
Jesus Christ, look at Griff's face, he's fucking shit one.
Yeah? He's stealing our ship. Griff got griffed.
Mendo stole the ship.
God damn it, and now I want to read another one. Because these are so good and they just keep getting excellent issues out.
Yes.
So, thoughts on this particular comic book issue?
Oh, mate, fucking same as you. I just want to read more.
Yeah. Do we read one more, guys? I know we've been at it for 2 hours and or it says no ways, the temptation is too great.
Like I said, I have nowhere else to be tonight, and I've already got my stuff prepared for work in the morning, so I'm free.
One more. This is going to be turning into a Civilization playthrough. Just one more comic.
Yes.
How many are there on this? There's 50. God help us if we end up going through one more on all of those.
Let's make it a charity marathon.
How can I? YouTube demonetized the channel.
Fuck it, crypto. donate everything so it becomes anonymous. I don't know.
All right. Ura says, I will watch the rest after I'm done, so take care of people. All right.
See ya.
I'll try to have this be the last one.
Well, I mean, we've not started, so we technically can dip if you want. It's better to have people live here watching rather than...
We still got plenty of people live compared to how we normally do, so...
fuck it then. Let's go, boy.
Swordsman says, my streams go for about 9 hours usually. Siege says, life finds a way. Austin says, take care. All right. Austin's, though, talking to Ura, so, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and carry on. Flashpoint, Part 2. Framed by his former masters for murder, Padawan Zenkarak flees for a dangerous place, the battlefront. With Mandalorian forces seemingly stalled at the Republic frontier, the mining world of Van Quo provides a temporary haven from the law. Temporary because the stalemate ends suddenly, surprising Zane and his friends, the crafty criminal Griff, the addled inventor Camper, and the recalcitrant I don't know how to pronounce that word. Recalcitrant droid LB. Now Vanquo is no longer behind the lines. It's the scene of a Mandalorian blitz. The timing is worst for the camper's protector, Jarrell, who's mistaken for a Jedi by the Mandalorians and swept away. Zane's plans to mount a rescue using their ship, the Last Resort, are dashed when it's stolen by, of all people, the leader of the Mandalorian shock troops. So this is already turning into a plot twist. I guess I can voice this first character. It's working, Mandalore. The Republic fleet's left flank has split to cover Van Quo, clearing the way for our main thrust.
Then the path to Taurus is clear. At last, even Admiral Veltra cannot mine the frontier and the home front at the same time. What of Van Quo itself?
We're setting up an orbital screen so the main force can engage the major settlements on the day side. On the night side, the first shock troops report minimal resistance from the mining camps. But there's something odd. One camp seems to have evacuated before they knew we were coming. Impossible as that seems. Our troops report they're in pursuit of what appears to be smugglers, and they took a live Jedi of all things. All alone there.
They're becoming thick as Minox all of a sudden. More meat for Demogorgon. Did Roland lead the assault, as I ordered?
Yes, though the troops report they've lost contact with him.
For his sake. He'd better hope he's dead.
Zane! LB! Anyone! Do something or we're dead! What the? They're shooting at their own guy!
Worry about that later. Look out!
Zane! He's raising the ramp!
Let go, LB. It's about to...
Snap? I'm not going anywhere with you ever again.
Wait. Where's Camper?
This is my ship, Mandy, and this belongs to the girl you took. Let's trade.
He fucking 1v1 in a fucking Mando.
What? Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah? It's just a hand, LB. We'll get you a new one. Where'd Camper go?
I don't know. Just help me get out of these get these mining charges someplace before they decide to. Gah! The charges! Look out, you idiots! That's not just junk rolling around. That's my product.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're reaching levels of grift that shouldn't be possible.
I'm sorry. LB, the armored guy, he broke your hand. God.
To be fair, he technically did.
I could just imagine like an LB's mind. LB, he broke your hand. LB like, that motherfucker. It's okay, LB. You've got him.
You're fast, henchman. You're sure your folks weren't professionals?
My mother's a gardener. My father's got a dead-end job at a nowhere bank.
Camper, ease up on the afterburners. We've got enough problems down here without you trying to kill us. Meanwhile, let me out! You've got it wrong! I'm not a Jedi! This is payback, isn't it? I posed as a Jedi, and now this is Zane's force getting back at me. Is anyone out there? Anyone? Yeah, it looks like the Republic have finally noticed that one of their planets is being attacked.
Oh yeah, finally. Because everyone knows the Republic is known for its competence.
Oh, yes.
Right, do you want me to voice the lackeys?
I guess, yeah, and I guess I can voice the captain or something.
Yeah. Just spotted a Mandy leaving the planet, sir.
It's the one coming towards it we have to worry about, helmsman. Keep the courageous at the center of the line until the captain returns from taking his call. Word is the admirals Vetra and Samos are reforming for last stand to protect Taurus, but it's not looking good. I guess this isn't the time to suggest that Captain Karath that there might be some openings soon at Admiral.
Defeat is not a career opportunity, Morvis. It's just defeat. The last soldier alive is always the supreme commander of his own forces. Hardly worth a place.
Sorry, Captain Karath. But it's almost exactly as you predicted. Mandalorians are breaking out here on the rim, and two other quarters. Alright, sorry.
You sound uneasy, Morvis. Don't you know a victory when you see one? You're witnessing the triumph of Republic priorities. Mandalore spends years picking off unaligned rim worlds. The Senate sits. Mandalore gets too close to one full of Republic business interests, and the Senate throws its Republic membership and a security coupon so long it would take 5 fleets our size to crew. I'm sure Mandalore did a little dance when he heard the Republic had pledged to defend Taurus. They've called these last few months war. I think you can see it's nothing of the sort. It's as you said. Oh wait, no, sorry, too.
It's as you said, Captain. All these proxy wars over neutral frontier supply worlds were just their means of probing our strength.
And preparing for the real show for today. What's that? There.
Looks like a junk hauler trying to make a getaway. Identifies as Captain. It's the ship of the Jedi trader, Carrick.
Carrick? Track him. Take fire from the Mandies if we have to.
Gunner reports he just went to hyperspace, Captain. Toward Mandalorian space.
Well, that's it then. Our Jedi killer was a Mandi operative. Who else? So, who else would be mad enough to hear or to head for their territory? So much for our wonderful supportive relationship with the Jedi Order. And guess who inherits the mess? I'll deal with Zenkarak personally, provided we survive today. You're locked inside a camper special, buddy. They used to smuggle people across the galaxy. If you think living in that suit of armor is bad, try doing it in a 2-meter space for a month. Oh, there you are. I would guess still not talking.
What? That's not the only problem. We're in hyperspace.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Camper has some kind of homing device built into Jor-El's bracelet. Somehow he tracked it to the edge of orbit. The Mandalorians took Jor-El and into hyperspace on a fast attack ship. A camper eyeballed it and followed. Back into their territory.
Wait, we're going into Mandalorian space? After Jor-El?
Or some jewelry they really, really like.
Then you'd better let me out.
It talks.
Crazy talk. Why should we? Because you're going to need me if any of us are to survive. Myself included.
Hey-ya! Stay still, Jedi. This is for your own good. No, don't. What are you... So they put a suit on her so she could actually survive the atmosphere, apparently.
Yes.
Keep an eye on him, kid.
Don't bother. You're as trapped as I am. They're going to Flashpoint. Was your friend a Jedi? No, I am. Well, more or less. Well, the troops must think your friend's a Jedi, because Flashpoint is where we've been taking the catch.
The catch? The catch?
She had my lightsaber. Maybe they thought. They wouldn't have taken time to think. Since your Jedi scouts started nosing around the frontier, we've got a standing order. All Jedi are to be taken alive to Demagol.
What's Demagol?
Demagol is the top Mandalorian biologist, and he's studying captured Jedi to understand their talents. He set up shop at Flashpoint, that stellar research station we've captured a while back. It's near the front, yet inaccessible.
I remember stations on a planet ridiculously close to its star. The day's just an hour long, and anyone who sets foot outside with magnetic shield goes poof. From the heat and radiation, it's a prison now.
And a good one. Your friend's lost. We have to turn about when we leave hyperspace. Return to the front and try to escape.
Listen, Buckethead. We're not gonna abandon Jor-El. We're not.
Hold on a second. Escape? Why would a Mandalorian want to escape other Mandalorians? Oh well, guess we're back to the silent treatment.
What are you, some kind of deserter? I didn't think your big warrior clans had deserters.
We don't. We just have Glorious Dead and the soon-to-be Glorious Dead. I'm one of the latter. Roland Dyer, shock infantry, veteran of, well, of more campaigns than you've ever heard of. More than even I want to think about.
You've got your fill, huh?
Impossible. I'm of the Manduade. The fight is everything. And I am good at everything. In another life, I could have become Mandalore, but my place is in the fray. I move armor and flesh, not symbols on a map. I got my glory, and I got it again, and I got it again. But these last few months since we started probing the border, I began to wonder about the symbols and the map. We fight because we're Mandalorians. But this fight, there's something off about it. Do you know why the Mandalorians are fighting the Republic now? Instead of any of the other galactic bodies or races we could challenge? No. I was taught that a Mandalore served Ulic Keldroma in the Sith War. But we haven't had to deal with the Sith since then.
I just figured the Republic was the biggest game in town. I guess I never thought about it.
Neither did I. Neither do any of us. Then there's the way we've gone about it. Until now, luring the Republic into undeclared war, a little at a time. Border skirmishes here, police actions there, putting you on alert, while putting you to sleep. The Manduada usually prefer a more direct approach. We're pragmatic, not treacherous. I wondered, and I asked. They didn't answer. So when they called me up for the next battle, I didn't answer. Then what are you doing back on the line? Your guys, I think they'd kill a deserter.
That word doesn't exist for Mandy's, boy. A Mandy's defined by his reputation, by what we think of him. It's why they fight without enemies. They're a bunch of zeros in smelly suits.
If you won't fight, it isn't acknowledged. A huntun. A coward. Is put back on the line. In the most dangerous place they can find. You fight or you die. Either way, the enemy sees a warrior willing to die for the clan. But here on the Outer Rim, there's no place to run to. 6 times they've caught me and sent me back. But I'm not a huntun. I kill the enemy. Then I run to search for the truth. Only this time it's different. The prologue is over, we're breaking out on the Outer Rim, and more. The real Mandalorian wars have begun. And it's my chance to break free. Free to get some answers. I'd like some answers about this invasion. Why stop probing now? Why the full-on assault? Don't you watch your news? Not long after we started capturing Jedi scouting our lines, something happened on Taris. A Jedi student killed the whole graduating class there. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. I love the rubbing of the side. Is like, yeah, about that. I caught a piece about it. When the killer escaped and embarrassed the Jedi civil order collapsed, businesses pulled out. The gangs went wild and the Jedi had left. They left? Recalled. To Coruscant. Yesterday, we heard that when Mandalore gave all of us the signal to attack. Taris is the key to this entire sector. I don't know who that rogue Jedi is, but he's got a lot more to answer for than murder.
Oh, The Centaur Wars got started because of what happened. That
Yes.
kid has to be... Oh.
Well, but that's his problem. Our problem starts when we leave hyperspace. Chances are, once we emerge near Flashpoint, they'll have me again, and it'll be back to the front. Maybe Taurus this time. Maybe Coruscant. I won't be as easy for you, especially if you're a Jedi. I'm going to make this right. I don't know how. You say there are captured Jedi already on Flashpoint? Well, a few. I helped catch one myself one time. Before I ran. You're feisty buggers. The last resort is barely making light speed. The ship that took Jariel is probably already there. Well, we've got a few hours yet. That's just enough time, I think.
Flashpoint Station. She's no good to us dead, you know. Gah! You want to voice the Red Mandalore dude?
Yeah. She's been the one attacking me. Good spirit, though.
What is this place? Dr. Demigrol's waiting room. No appointments necessary. You're all Jedi. What are you doing here? Captured on Shrujula. Ambushed, we were. Just going to look around, but it's like they knew we were coming. Glorious first outing for the Crusading Jedi volunteers, wouldn't you say? Squint! And you want to voice Squint here?
No worries, guys. I'm a bit taller, that's all. You're new.
Jariel, and I'm not supposed to be here.
That goes double for...
What did he do to you?
Nothing I can't handle. There are better vacation spots in the galaxy, though.
A fresh arrival. Oh.
Do you want me to voice this dude?
Yes.
A fresh arrival. You are most welcome here, my dear woman. I have an endless supply of theories about Jedi abilities. Yet I keep running out of Jedi. Join me, won't you? Demigol, wait. Leave her. I'll go. Gwent. You know you're my favorite. But this is rude to our newer guest. Take me. I insist. I must have some ability you haven't discovered yet.
What are you doing? You can barely stand.
These are trials only a Jedi can survive, Jariel. And I think we both know I'm the only Jedi in this conversation.
How did you know?
Oh.
That's still your character there.
Wait, is it? Oh shit, yeah, sorry, I thought the page broke.
Yeah, that's
because
okay.
We do have abilities that they have yet to discover. Maybe that'll be the undoing.
Alright. What the... That wasn't the end of it, was it? Or was it?
That was the end of it.
Alright, well. For what it's worth, I think that is actually a good stopping point.
Yes.
Alright, let's go ahead and read some of the comments. Austin says, Old Man Got Stones, bit late, guys. Siege says, this comic is pretty good, purely for the spacesuit. Austin says, read it along with my physical comics. Siege says, well now. Yep. Alright, so, yeah, thoughts on this particular issue, Nathan?
Same as all the others, I'm very intrigued to see what happens next, because the next issue is of the main dude, Lucian.
Agreed. It'll be interesting to see how this will go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely a comic that is well worth having a look at because, well, given the difficulty that we had even stopping with regards to this comic book series, that should tell you something.
Yes.
This comic is pretty good and definitely deserves to be read more. I think we've read, 3 or 4 issues so far?
4.
Could have sworn we start... Yeah, we did actually read 4. God, we read that many. Yeah, that should really say everything, doesn't it? So yeah, definitely an easy recommendation, and one I'm going to be looking forward to reading again the next time it comes up. Anything else you'd like to add, Nathan?
To be honest, no. Like, I mean, the only comment I suppose I could add is the fact that maybe it's all that Freudian repression of like all the really, really shit Star Wars comics. So we've managed to find another good one, and it's just been pushing us through all the issues. It's like, oh, finally a good Star Wars comic.
Yeah. Finally. I mean, to be fair, we also have Empire and Rogue Squadron, which are both also good. But yeah, this one is already proving itself really, really well.
Yes.
Austin says, puts modern Disney crap to shame. Yes. Siege says it's fantastically good or consistently. Okay, mobile keyboard. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah. Well, I think we are in a good place to go ahead and call it. We've been at it for over 2.5 hours, which, on the one hand, it is a while. On the other hand, On the other hand, it's tough to even believe that it's been that long, but that's because, well, it's been a really good comic.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Also, apparently, yeah. Anyway, so I think that's a good time to go ahead and call it. So, Nathan, once again, it's been a pleasure to have you on.
And thank you for having me on. Anytime, just hit me up.
All right, will do. And, yeah. Until then, yeah, this has been Ace.
And Nathan X2000.
And we both hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.